Good morning. I'm higher vibrations, and so are you. There have been a lot of experiences for many different people, a wide variety of experience based on this amazing energy we just moved through. A lot of people have been reporting. It's amazing how eclectic, how wide ranging, what a variety of experience people have had. It's really unique to look back on and see. So a lot of us know we went through some awesome energy. Awesome meaning whoa, and we're still there. Right now, it feels like the settling place a little bit for me anyway. There's been a lot of constant downloads. I've not really been able to sleep, extremely exhausted. My appetite's all crazy, meaning I don't have one at all. Um, However, on occasion, I notice that my body feels weak, like it's hungry because I haven't eaten. So I'll eat something to make it so I have energy, but I just don't have an appetite. And it's been like this for some time now. Um, I would say over the past 3 weeks, everything that I've eaten, it's been I should eat instead of I want to, and it's just a thing that's going on for me right now. I'm assuming that other people can echo this back. Is why I'm saying this. Patriot Hero, you're first. Welcome. Hey, it's really good. You're here before anybody else, and you made it to the live. I'm so glad. Vegan Vixen, damn, you beat me to it. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Vegan Vixen. Hello, all you beautiful souls. Lots of love from Wales, UK. Elle says, I can't believe I'm actually catching a live. Eyes pink, heart shape. Oh, that's it doesn't show me some emojis. So it says eyes pink, heart shape. Thanks for joining us today, Elle. I'm so happy you could come. Hello from Southern California, she says. Cool. Vegan Vixen. It's from Southern California too. Oh wait, I got the notification early this week. Yeah, so I actually did something different. There's 33 people. Today, I posted a little early. I started posting it right before because about a month or two ago, people weren't getting notifications until I did it like right before. So previously, I'd been doing it the night before. So maybe I'll do it like I did today, where I did it like an hour early or something like that. Vegan Vixen, thank you for reporting your Ascension symptoms. Vegan Vixen says, strange energies, neck aches. Oh yeah, weird neck stuff. Like it's like, whoop. Like I've been having this thing where my neck is there's something like this is the back of your head, right? And this is your neck. And like I'm feeling like something's here and it's pushing. It's like, and I'm feeling my neck elevate and like then my back's aligning. It's really a bizarre thing. It feels like someone's really holding on to the back of my head and going, here, don't hold still for a second, like a chiropractor or something. It's really bizarre. And there's a lot more call for. So for me, I know how to ground. Everybody knows how to ground different ways. For me, I know that when I'm grounded, when I'm in a good grounding space, I'm shorter. The world around me is literally physically shorter. The sink is closer to me. These like the things that it's a thing, and a lot of people will experience this. So I've been noticing I've been wanting to try make myself shorter while also I feel like I'm growing taller. It's the most bizarre thing. Vertigo and spaced out. Vertigo associated as well as this weird dizzy, lightheaded stuff. A lot of people are having this kind of stuff. I would say most for me, my experience, the vertigo has to do with we're pulling up this root and we're kind of like dangly. So we kind of feel not awkward about being exposed, but there's an exposed feeling and also um, just not sure where gravity is. It's kind of what that's been something I've been doing for a while, but it's really amplified over the past um, more and more every day for a little while now. Has lessened a bit. That's good to hear about the anxiety. The heart palpitations are still a thing. Um, Heart palpitations for me and for a lot of other people, IBS like symptoms. This lower body stuff is clearing up for some people. I've been hearing some awesome reports about people finally feeling like they can like have some kind of stability there, though some individuals are just starting to have these symptoms, and using that same reference, I'll use this pen. Let's say that the point that we're talking about is the chin here. Everybody's on this pin. Everybody is the pin, and so someone here is going to feel this point first, and then going down the road. See, so we're still all on this ascension journey. It's just that where you're at isn't so much a mile marker of if you're doing this kind of thing, you know. So when we compare each other in that way, a lot of times it can some things. I actually haven't been putting anybody's comments up here. I don't know why I haven't done that. Vegan Vixen also says, "Hey Pamela, love you. Love you too, Vegan Vixen. Welcome. Stacy's here. Go girl. Whoop whoop. Yeah, dude. The joy's here. The power's here. Like that confidence and that like, you know what? This is what we're here to do. This is why we're here. You know, kind of thing is like really pronounced right now, and it feels good. It feels good to just be in this assurance, assurity, feeling of knowing. You know, and so I've been enjoying that the past couple of days now. It's been really and highly evolved, kind of like elevated kind of sensation of joy. At the same time, all of this, there's a lot of distraction that a lot of us have been noticing. I know a few of us have talked about it, where it's just like there's some kind of drama or conflict or thing. Sometimes it has to do with world news that some people are connecting to, and I choose not to, though. There's a lot of these outside things, is what I'm saying, and they're kind of coming in a little bit. What's funny though, it's interesting, I mean, is that I've observed from my own experience that that these kinds of things on the outside is more a strangely peculiar thing to witness in an entertainment kind of way. Not that I get entertainment out of someone else's difficulties. It's simply it's like watching a series, like a television series where you're just like kind of somewhat removed because you know it's not real. And so all that's what I'm noticing is the 3D stuff is I'm just like, this is strange that this is happening. Oh, look over there, there's a flower. And then I'm just, you know, and it seems to be like kind of ramping up the past couple of days where there's more of this kind of like weird, whatever, just don't participate. That's what I choose not to do. You know, don't participate. People are going to shout out, you know. Vivian, hi Viv, hi Pamela and everyone. Billy's here, hello. Hey Cosmic Onion, it's good to see you. Jackie's here, hi fam. Sarah Carter, hi friend, good to see you, sweetheart. Jeanette's here, she says, hey fam. Ralph, hey Pamela. Love from Scotland, Scotland in the house. Love this. Hi, Charmony, Diamond Heart 888. Love, love, love. You are glowing. We are glowing, girlfriend. We are glowing. We are in this freaking amazing epoch. What is the word? Moment. Like we're freaking here. You know, and part of my heart goes out to those people, to individuals who don't feel it yet. But don't worry, you're gonna. Like it's big. It's big. Some of it feels electric, kind of like a building wave in the ocean. And I think that some individuals perhaps could possibly interpret that as something coming. Oh, get ready, anticipation. And yeah, sure, something is moving and not coming, but here and also coming. And so it's beautiful. It's energy. It's light. It's help. It's us. That's us. You're feeling yourself in a higher way. And it's so amazing. And you know, all you got to do is sit in it for a second and see that it's real and feel it. You know, I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. I know my truth, and I know what it feels like and how it's shifted. And all of you are too. All of you know that we're here right now, that this is the moment. And I can see people running around like ants, just like they said it would. This was a message I got months and months ago, that you would look down and everyone would look like they're running around like ants. And that's happening right now. Though, what are ants? Elsa has some story about that. There's a conversation point there. But what I am, the literal translation of this is, it's just noise. It's people not sure where to stand, how to be in this new energy. And there's also things that are coming up that need to be healed that aren't comfortable. And for the first time, individuals are finding, in some cases for the first time, all of a sudden they're not able to hide these parts of themselves. And It's alarming. So just give them some space. You can be present, but just keep in mind that you're not there to sacrifice self. None of us are. The truest service at this time is service to self. Bring your vibration up, raise your vibration, and feel the moment that we're in. So a little bit of a tangent. It's just if I could help and make it so every person in this planet could feel what I'm feeling right now, I would do it in a heartbeat, because it's glorious. It's so beautiful. Patriot Hero. Hi, Pamela. Thank you for all your videos and all the information you share. Lots of sad feelings and lots of good relationships feelings, good relationship feelings or situations. Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed a lot of these flushes of sad that have kind of tickled the outside edges of my energy. Like they've been coming around, especially like the past 4 days. We can choose to accept those energies in, or we and embrace them, like hold on to them so they can't go anywhere, or we can. Then there's other options too, though I find that the other main choices then, or lean into it. When an emotion comes through for us, if we choose to kind of recoil from it, it's a way of ignoring it, and it's just an unresolved thing that's still there now, and so allowing this emotion to come through. I found technology, they guided me for this a couple of weeks ago, to lay on my back when this emotional thing's going through, and then watch it come through me like this. So like you're emerging out of water, but backwards. So it's going down and through us. And now we're looking at me. This is my back laying down. This is an example of being in repose, and then the energy moving through like roots, out, down, 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 out through into the ground, like the roots that you dig out, and then dig your own energy out too. And while that happens, you're just embracing the sadness. You're just saying, I lean into it. I accept this mission of feeling like sadness right now. And then it turns into something that's not sad. It's amazing. Like your whole body becomes euphoric, and it's a euphoric, beautiful sensation. And then the release. Then there's a pop, 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 pop around here. Let me take this off. We have our breastplate space. This is our heart center. There's a lot of stuff here, but this plate is really important and significant. And it pops when we let the sadness move through and go. A lot of us have been holding on to this sadness for not just ancestral sadness, but previous lifetime sadness in this box, this container of our body, and it needs to go. And so as we lean into it, then we heal it. We acknowledge it. We say, I see you. I see you. You were, you are, you have been. I see you, and I release you. And it goes. It goes. And it sends gratitude back. And we find that there's a consciousness associated with each emotion. So it's this whole thing. So if you can participate in this type of meditation, it's really useful. Thank you, Patriot, here for mentioning this. Elle says, how long might these strange symptoms last? This is based on each person. I would say we've had Ascension symptoms, our entire lives already. Having been given different types of diagnoses to explain things that maybe not always were the diagnoses that we were given, actually what they were called. I find that to be true for me, looking back on my own life. Though I would say that each kind of ascension symptom has its varying degree and way that it comes through. So sometimes it's things cycle back. For instance, the ear ringing thing is just kind of a basic expectation. Heart palpitations, certain things like this, we've been getting used to as knowing it's going to come around in some way. It's changed though. If we look back on our ascension journey, we'll see that throughout our experience that it's shifted and it's improved, and there's been massive relief, and it's just changed. So I know that they call what we're going through right now growing pains, which is a very significant thing because a growing pain is a temporary thing, and it's also intense. They didn't call it growing pains before. So feeling into what that meaning is from spirit, I would say that Many of us are going to be finding more and more relief in a lot sooner than we think. So, Fleur de Lis, good to see you. Hello, having incredible dreams, time traveling. Yay! Yay! So much stuff like this is going on right now. Thank you for saying this, Fleur de Lis. This is the celebration stuff that we're talking about too. We're getting some gifts coming in, ladies and gentlemen. We got some awesome stuff, and kiddos too. We got some awesome stuff that's going on. People are like all of a sudden becoming capable or realizing that they can connect telepathically. People are seeing things. Orbs are coming into their experience. It's the number of reports of people who have been going to their eye doctors because of stuff been going on with their eyes. We had a live not too long ago where someone had mentioned that they had like a bone shard or something move through their eye, creating as the ability to have a fourth cone. So 4 cones makes it so you can see ultraviolet. Whole things like this. All kinds of stuff going on right now. Gifts. Many of us will hear a channeled message or information from source through a thought that sounds like our own voice. This is a funny and interesting and peculiar kind of little assessment thing. Is many people, there are many people who don't actually hear their own voice in their head. I didn't know that. I've always heard my own voice. Like I narrate everything, and then there's all this information. It's constantly coming in, and a lot of this, if not all of this, is really this channeled messages we're all of us are directly connected to source. Into this heart center space, there is a soul fragment, soul fractal, soul. There's a bright white light that is you, and that is God, simultaneously, as if it was teleported here and became. And this connection is your connection. There is no need for an intermediary. You do not need to have a channeler to tell you what God's saying. You don't need to have a priest, rabbi, minister, any of these things. You are connected. What does it feel like inside you? You're being guided very strongly right now. So that's why a lot of us are getting these extra symptoms. Diamond Heart 888, happy Festival of Lights, everyone. Thank you, sweet Stacy, for the reminder. Yes, I guess she probably said it somewhere. I don't know how the comments work in using this streaming service, but I think I missed some people's comments. Yeah, she reminded it. She did bring it up the other day, though. Yes, it's today, the Festival of Lights. I missed somebody. Therese said, yes, weird neck and swollen cheeks, spaced out, vertigo, and anxiety/fear. A lot of this anxiety or panic moving through, and we typically feel it like a whoop. And when that comes in, allow it to move through. Same as I was talking about with any of these emotions, is that's the answer, really. Let it move through. When we let these things move through us instead of why is this here? That's what I always typically have done, because I'm that person. What's this for? Where does this belong? And that is me investing and choosing to engage in that thing and say, okay, let's have a conversation. Let's go over X amount of time, right? So in order to not have to do that, all we have to do is just let it move through, acknowledge. I always send love to it. It feels like a big sister kind of love. Y'all have like a little brother or a little sister, or a friend that's just like that one that you kind of like. You want to hug and protect. You give them noogies and stuff all the time, but if somebody comes around, you're on fire and they're getting the heck out of the way kind of person. That energy. I send that same energy to these emotions as they move through. I got you. I got you. You're okay. I see you. I see you. And then it can go. Then there's a relief. It goes, wow. And it leaves. And it appreciates that. It's a service. It's a service that we are assisting all things with. It's amazing. And it's fascinating for how long I went in this life to not understand what emotions really were, at least how to understand them in a spiritual sense that we do now. Jada says, it's like the Pokemon movie Minimize. It's a shrinking feeling. Yeah, when we ground, exactly. It's like, woo, like all of a sudden the world is just smaller. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know why that is, but it is. And so if you get that experience, a lot of times I'll find it seems like it's compressing in my lower spine. not really like causing any sensation. It just feels like that's where the height is being diminished from for some reason, which is really close and really right there with that root chakra. So that makes sense. It's fascinating. All right, we have a question. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. I love your picture too. That's awesome. The infinity. Can you speak to the pain body? It feels like that's risen to the surface. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this actually. The highly sensitive person example for a long time was like separate. So there was like the empath and there was a highly sensitive person, and people are starting to realize that we're all one and we're all connected. So as we're raising up into this place, there's a lot of things that are turning on that we didn't sense before. So some of these other individuals who are also empaths, and we just simply have been calling them highly sensitive people, have already been at this higher sensitivity level place, that they've been able to access this pain body in a more a stronger way, which hasn't always been joyful for them. Only because we're able, and it's not we're not staying here either, by the way. We're moving through. We're coming up because now we're able to actually understand, perceive, and experience all of these things at 222 right now. And so when we do this, all we have to do is identify each thing, just like we talked about with emotion. If you interact, engage, have conversation with some of these experiences that are coming through, it can feel really silly. I know that for me, I'll be like, is anybody listening? Because it feels like I'm being silly or whatever. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm even doing it in public these days because I know the result. And then when I talk to it, talk to the sensation, calming it, using mom voices, dad voice, talk like, it's okay. I'm here. Like this, I got you. And use this voice, the up, down. Like you talk to, that horse that's stuck on the fence and you want to come help, but it's scared. So you do the, it's okay. I got you. Talk like this to yourself. And as you do this, you find that you've calmed yourself, and then you can actually see, feel, sense the consciousness of what's happening and what's being brought forward to assist you at that time. So thank you very much for that question. Hello from Ireland, Joyce. Awesome. I love Ireland. I've always wanted to go there. Always. And Charmony says, gosh, I feel love. I feel it all. You're saying, dear Pamela, it's you, it's me, it's us. Yes, it is. It's fucking real because I know too deeply, pure soulness, soul gnosis, baby. That's awesome. Thank you, Charmony. Yeah, yes. And we're connecting energy. So we learned something new that this might be useful for some of us. We found out that adults sphere our energy out like this, right? So we're in the middle and we go, boop, 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 boop. And I see this. I visually see the representation of this. This is correct. She was right. She said that kiddos haven't been taught to not do that. So it extends out like this, and it goes a lot farther, and it helps each other more. So I pulled back to look at it, and that's the weave. I don't know if any of you were catching that show a while back. I think it was back in September. I don't even remember anymore. Where Mother Mary had come in and this whole thing about the weave, the funnel, tunnel, weaving, moving through the cosmos of creation. That's us. We're doing that around the planet by going whoop with our energy as a blanket out in every direction. And when we connect, these are roots, right? These are the roots. They're not supposed to be in the ground. That's why it's no root November, right? And so we're pulling this and going this way. And so when we connect in this way, then we become exactly as the Amazon rainforest. Think about this. Remember, they only just to figure whatever. We know that a tree is a tree. And often we've been identifying a tree as a separate thing, individual, separate from the rest of the trees. Going into the Amazon rainforest and the underground network of this thriving forest that's been unmessed with for long enough that it can do its natural thing, that all of the roots below have connected into a community consciousness. And so they interact and connect. If there's a tree way over here and this one has resources that this one needs, it'll be moved through, just like we're all doing. And so a lot of times when we're sensing this anxiety, this panic, this sadness, this fear, it's not just our own stuff. We're also feeling other individuals, and empathetically, in an empathic way rather. And it's more pronounced right now because we're doing this. Okay. So when we know what we're doing, we can do it a little bit easier with more intention. That's why we even told that story just now. So thank you for bringing that up, Charmony. Great to catch up. Hello, Barry. Great to catch up from Barry and Sinead in England or Ireland. Sorry, Sinead. I want to say it the right way. Sinead, Ireland. That's awesome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, Barry. I love my daughter's middle name is Saoirse for the Gaelic of that. I love that language. It's so beautiful. I find that a lot of languages are based specifically in this Celtic kind of language. Is fascinating. Aaron says, I was called to study the emerald tablets and came across somatic frequencies, untan. Okay, I don't know how to say this. Untanus, quartus. I'm not sure how to say this. That's really cool. I know that there are a lot of hidden mysteries, hidden and beautiful, unhidden, truly, because they're in front of us, informations and pieces of stuff that we can find in these things. I studied the emerald tablets pretty consistently for some time. If anyone wants to learn more about it too, Guardian of Orion has just produced a beautiful audio book that's free on YouTube on his at Guardian of Orion. And it's really cool. So if you want to check it out, there's a lot of ancient mystery school stuff coming out now. Teresa says, oh, I should click it. I forget that I do that. A lot of upheaval in friends' marriage, not been good for years, but now are more challenging. But believe it's leading to the freedom and upgrade in self-esteem and worthiness that's long overdue. Thank you for saying this, Teresa. Yes, there's actually I've been observing this as well. There was also something channeled about this. We're all on this journey together as one, and a lot of us have connected in some beautiful soul bond ways. And these are not always for a lifetime, but for a time, and some are for many different times. And so there's like this cycling through and finishing of cycles thing. Between the 11th and the 18th, there's supposed to be some type of activation regarding relationships specifically. So we're here, and this is a global thing where it's a healing. Just like you said, there are things being brought up. People are learning to speak their truth and find their own worthiness, being able to say what's okay and what's not okay without causing any kind of worried about causing any kind of offense or anything. Just having real conversations and not holding back, because what the typical relationship model had been doing previously was in the first however long, individuals like us in particular would provide what was expected or thought that was what was wanted, and it was fine for some time. And though after a while, there was so long of many of us realizing, we weren't ever getting what we felt like that person would deliver later on, meaning it just wasn't, we weren't able to speak what we needed out loud very well. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is self-advocacy. That's the word, is coming forward and saying I'm worth something, and that I don't have to tolerate certain things as well. It's okay to sound like a bitch or to sound like an asshole if that's how that person chooses to interpret you standing in your power and saying that you're worth something. You're kick-ass. You're here and you're shining that fucking light out right now. And when we just had this flash of shadow we've been talking about, that apparently started on the 7th for some people, other people at the lunar eclipse. And this shadow isn't really a shadow. It's just the parts of us that just need to be seen, released, and inspiring us to say, I am not going to take this bullshit. You know what I mean? And with love, You know, I have found that as I've done this, those around me have been inspired. Instead, there's always this thing. It's like, well, you're going to make people uncomfortable or whatever. No, we don't have to tolerate being in a situation that's not okay with us. And if you're, and there's release, relief, and also so much healing that comes from this. So, I just jumped to the bottom. So I'm going to jump on, grab Jackie. Hello, sweetie. I had a tough conversation today. Spoke my truth and stood in my power. It was hard. If a Canadian can do it, people, you can do it. I'm so proud of you, Jackie. You're so awesome. Yeah, way to go, Jackie. So proud of you. Woo-hoo, look at this. Everyone's cheering you on, girlfriend. This is, if a Canadian, I was an honorary Canadian for a long time. So I include myself in this grouping. I'm sure a lot of you notice I apologize a lot, and I'm not taking on responsibility when I apologize. It's just a cultural thing. But yay, Jackie. So exactly, standing in your power, saying I'm worth something. It's one thing when we're sharing energy, and it's also one thing when we go into a situation knowing that we're going to mostly be the sharer. But when we are in a situation where we think there's going to be a share back and forth and there's not, then you can decide right then, what are you going to do about that, right? And because I'm echoing a vague example of someone else in the audience that I'm hoping you hear me. Yeah, so we don't have to tolerate any of this. And guess what? As soon as we say something, it's better. Back to joy again. And that's where that whole, what I was saying earlier, I don't know if you all caught that beginning of this conversation, is that then you can pull yourself away. Like all of this 3D drama, conflict, weird stuff truly becomes, by my interpretation, truly becomes a sitcom that's playing in the background that I can turn off in the middle of the episode and not not miss any of it, not miss any, not care that it's gone, not care that it's something that you're not going to finish the story for. You know what I mean? So anyway, good job. Awesome. I'm so proud of you, Jackie. Janet says, testimony is huge. Taking your power back. Jackie, woohoo. Exactly. Take your power back, because that is your power, and we're all powerful. Every single one of you. Boom. Girls, speak it, as Lizard says. Exactly. You know what Lizard says? Lizard says, speak your truth and be liberated. How can you speak your truth today? Allow it to come forward and to be who you really are. Who are we? It's 2, 3, 4. We are fucking beams of light. My daughter's always saying that I'm a sovereign beam of light. And I dig that. It is 100%. That's where we are. And so if you're a beam of light, what do? You shine. How does what happens when shining occurs? Shadow is cast away. Is it gone? No. Though now we're able to see character. We're able to see truth. We're able to see through our own BS that we've added on and prevented it, like a barrier, ourselves to be able to see through. And now we can liberate this. We can liberate it by getting it off your chest, expressing it, getting it off. This breastplate is so important, guys. So important. Hello, Pamela, says Noah. Would you please explain the body vibration sensation coming from the lower body, giving this nice bliss sensation for seconds? Yes, this is really cool. I have been having this too on and off for quite some time, actually. This is a real thing. At first, when it started to happen, it caused me to have unexpected public sexual joy moments. That was kind of embarrassing. And because it vibrated so strongly, and then goes up, up. I just poked myself on the eye. This is has a lot to do with the liberation, the freedom, the freeing of what it means to be in the root chakra itself. So what does that mean? Often when we're living in the root chakra, we're in some type of fear. What does fear mean? Fear exists when we are in concern of losing something we already have or not getting something that we want, right? That's basically what it comes down to. There, it can be cover a lot of bases, but that's basically what it is. And so when we're in this place, then a lot of these other frequencies like fear, we can't really connect to very easily. So, root chakra, security. We're in a secure world. You are secure. You are freaking solid, dude. Our manifestations on full flight now. Like we full on blah, blah, blah. It's on full click, you know? We've been manifesting in such strong ways so rapidly, so quickly and efficiently. These types of things are coming forward for us to be able to notice that we're accessing it. So as we do, we realize that the world around us, we are secure. We are living in an abundant world. We are living in an equal world. We are living in a world where we do not judge. We're not holding someone accountable for an image in our mind. We are allowing a person to be who they are, having nothing to do with their story, their history, their background, whatever. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care, because I love you for your soul. I don't care where you're from. I mean, it's cool to learn about that stuff, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? These things, it's your soul that we're talking to. It's your soul that matters, and that's your soul that's shining through right now. And so when we acknowledge this soul, then we can see there is actually no separation. There is no conflict. There is no drama. There is none of this high school bullshit that's this weird sitcom that plays around in the background. It's getting quieter and quieter for most of us. You know, it's not even real. And so as we're moving into this place, we're looking now at the root chakra. The root chakra is for to bring security and secure. It's about insecurity. It brings, financial security as well as being safe, protected. You're okay kind of stuff. All of these types of things that have kept us alive, in an innate way or whatever, autopilot kind of style, are no longer fully needed. They're not. And so there is some kind of thing that has to do with healing in this relationship way that circles through and is somehow involved with that I just don't really understand exactly. I'm just riding this wave over here. I don't actually care about that part. Stacy, Diamond Heart says, "Ha, Stacy, love it. What I said is your fab for live cosmic orgasm, ecstatic creation energies." Oh yeah, because she had said cosmic orgasm. So yeah, dude, it's crazy some of the stuff that happens in her. And awesome. I'm pretty flirtily. I'm proud of being a kind Canadian. Laugh out loud. Being Canadian's cool. Being anywhere is cool. Yeah. I love that Jackie shared that she took her power back today. I don't know if I posted this up, but Jeanette, thank you for saying testimony is huge. Taking your power back. Jackie, woohoo. Woohoo. So now that we're here, now that we're in this place where we were realizing it's time to take back our power. And it's not that it was even taken or given or somewhere else. It's just we weren't touching it. It was as if we put it in a shoebox and slid it under the bed and then just let it kind of be there and collect dust for however long. And now it's time. It's time to pull that box back out again and brush off the dust and see what's inside. Most of us are realizing that we're kick-ass, and it's okay to be that. It's okay to be strong. It's okay to be powerful and to say it out loud. There's nothing flawed about it. I'm not comparing myself in any way in saying that I'm better than someone else by saying I'm powerful. I am showing that we are powerful when you let yourself be. And how do you do that? Everybody's different. However, I can tell you how I do that is I say it, and I say it with conviction, with the voice that comes through when my higher self is saying, what the fuck you doing? Because I have that happen sometimes. I really do. It's weird. It's just like the last one was, this is what it looks like to get in your own way. And so now here I am in a foreign land, in this weird place during the grandest awakening of all. And I'm not even sure why I'm here. Apart from the fact that I am anticipating the coming festival down the road in December. Yeah, borders aren't real, dude. Aaron, you're right. Borders are figments of our imagination. Yes, Charmony, the simulation gameplay hologram movie, laugh out loud. Yeah, it's all that. It is. That's why there's so much reference to popcorn and curtains opening and stages and avatars and puppets and these are all the symbols of this. Hi, Sherry, you made it. Good to see you. Hello. She had another comment over here. Sherry says, finally realizing we are powerful. Oh, wow. You say while I'm typing. Ha! Yes. Yes, Sherry. Yes. This is so cool. I'm so happy to see so many of the comments saying, echoing back this thing, because this is it. If you can get to this, now you know how to get here. That's what Spirit's always saying to me. They call it GPS. They say, now you have the GPS. You can come back here anytime. What's it feel like right now to know how powerful you are? Feel that again, bring it right back, and you can stand back in that power again. Thank you. So we have a comment from Michael. I don't know if I read this. Kundalini of Arcturus. That's a really cool name. Michael here. I've finally started seeing beings in photos. Cool. Caught a good one in a random photo from Halloween of my property. I guess they're easing me in. Still a bit timid. Haha. Yeah, dude. I get it. When new energies come in, this is exactly what we're talking about. You know, I know that we use a lot of different words to categorize groups of beings and energies and things like that. For instance, some people would call a higher interdimensional being an ET or something like this, while others would call this same being an angel. And so I'm just bringing this forward because a lot of this conversation, you'll hear different words and they mean the same thing. And they're becoming more accessible to everybody. And they do it this way. They do come forward to in a very subtle way and kind of go, I'm here, I'm here. The symbol I see a lot of is the a custom of the boatman standing in the front of the boat and waiting for on shore and acknowledge that their presence is real and not of like the mist or something. And so this coming through is the same kind of concept. It's all meant to be gradual so we can just get used to and not be alarmed. No one wants to startle anybody. So yeah, this is exactly what it is. So it's pretty cool. Thank you for mentioning that. Kara just reconnected with my mother. I just realized I don't know how to pronounce your name. Kara. It's Kara. Just reconnected with my mother. I've read your name so many times. I was like, wait a minute. That's awesome. I feel she's about to wake up. Awesome. She saw 2 moons she saw 2 moons last full moon. Ooh, she saw 2 of them at the time. That's really cool. I'm so happy to hear that. That's really cool. A lot of people are talking about this. They're elders, I guess is the word we'll use, suddenly coming through, like parents, even grandparents I've had conversation with recently. These individuals are just like, okay, now I'm ready, and a lot of that's what we saw to happen. I expected it to be a little bit more loud, but all things are gradual. Just how it works. It's all gradual. And I'm so happy to hear that. And then she says, fuck, I love you, Pamela. Total badass. I love you too. I love you too. Thank you. Yeah, it's we all want to be nice, and we all, hey, 4444, I just saw, we all want to be nice and play nice, and that's the goal. and I'm not here in this world, in this body, doing this stuff to cause, to treat. Oh wait, I already brought that comment up, Jackie. Thank you for saying that. I'm kind. Everyone, all of you, we're all kind people. And there is no desire to cause conflict. Though over time we've kind of become accustomed to tolerating some stuff that's not okay. And it's okay to sever ties. It's okay to cut cords. It's okay to say goodbyes. Just have goodbyes said. That doesn't mean that's going to be forever, but it's for right now until it's okay again. And it may not be again. Um, Over the past 3 days, I've been in conversation and assisting dozens of people who have had their whole lives turned around in their family in this way, where it's just all of a sudden across the planet, people are parting ways, and some are rekindling, and um, this is a part of our journey that we've always known was going to happen. We get to a place and you see where your vibrational frequency is keeping this particular frequency, and those things around you that aren't vibrating at that frequency kind of pull you back. And it's okay if you choose to let them pull you back, and nothing bad will occur. However, it does stop forward motion, or at least slows forward motion. And so some of us choose to cut those ties for now. And the hot air balloon, the balloons that people get inside the basket and fly up, and there's bags that are full of sand that are weights around them. And they've been showing this over and over again. I didn't understand it until just recently, though. It's cutting these with scissors, clip, one at a time. And it doesn't mean that these are no longer going to be my experience, but they are for now, or your experience. There's a lot of temporary goodbyes right now. Every one of us are on a beautiful path, and we are on our way up to this ascension mountain. The peak of this is where we're going. And so many of us will look around at other people on different paths and maybe even interpret that their path is they're going the wrong way. They're not. That's their path. It may appear to be more treacherous from the angle that you're in, but for them, the opposite's true. Whatever's correct for them, right? But we're all doing this. We're all converging to the peak of this mountain, of this magical place where the energy culminates. And as we do it, we're bringing the energy from the circle. This is what we've been talking about. See, this circle pulling all of the energy in. It's collecting it to here, to the place of creation. This is Metatron's cube. This is healing. This is the ability to fully balance all frequency, to create space, healing, and ability to realign body and to not be disturbed by some of these things that perhaps we call disorders, disease, ascension symptoms, these types of things. There's a relief being made possible. And so anyway, it's really, really, really amazing as we move through this and we find that, telepathy, things coming online. We're having so many new things making it, we're able to connect and access higher frequencies and get more guidance for what's occurring for us right now. I was making a different thought and I totally got derailed for a minute. There's the activation that we didn't finish talking about the vibration of the body that got brought forward. So we need to discuss this for a second to explain something. Inside our bodies, we have a collection of poison. They're not. It's just is. These toxins can cause in systems certain things that need to work, whether it be energetically, in a spiritual sense, emotional sense, physical sense. There's a lot of different bodies that we have that are overlapping here to make the body you're in. This Pamela body has many bodies. And so the shaking out is something that happens in the body. These vibrational things sometimes are what we're talking about here. They can also come through as twitching, muscle spasms, shaking, like just neurological kind of seeming like, well, why am I doing this? Why is my body doing this? It's a shaking out, and this is kind of making it easier for the things that need to move out, the toxins that need to move through and out to come out. It's a natural course, a natural way. We've always done this. It's just kind of being done in a more rapid way now. So it's kind of cool. Um, and so I just saw a question pop up. Kundalini of Arcturus. I think you said your name was Michael. I want to look now because I want to say I want to remember people's names if I can. So let's read your question. Oh yeah, I also have a question. How do you think twin flames / other cells play into this process at the moment? My DM, I'm not sure what a lot of these slangs mean. So is experiencing crazy stuff like NDE, seeing full beings, telekinesis, etc. So okay, that's a really good question. I would say that the partnerships that we have, that the partnering that's occurred, um, and I would say in every way, um, child, parent, cousins, going in whichever energies you interact with, in every relationship. A twin flame specifically, I'm finding that there's been a lot of very rapid what feels like intentional healing and things coming through in the sharing way, um, and as a result there has been some um, understanding that more space is needed for individuals. I don't know if this is what you're asking about, because this is what I've been seeing, is that individuals who are, not all of them, but several, are noticing not that their relationship's changing in a way that they're leaving the relationship. It's that there does also need to be space. There also needs to be time to realign and to access these things that are coming forward, like what your partner, I think, is what DM means, um, seeing beings, having telekinesis, stuff like this. If anyone feels uncomfortable in a situation, like they just like, well, I just don't feel like this is where I need to be right now. I how do I make that go away? Where is that comment? That's really funny. Cosmic orgasms came up. There we go. Thanks, Stacy. Yeah, very rapid, very rapid. Yes. And so, yeah, at divine masculine. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I've I was off the grid for so long, and I was that person that, now I'm that person that's like, why didn't you text? But I used to be that person that said, why are you texting? You can call me. And so anyway, so I didn't pick up on the slang like a lot of people. Claudia, uh, the past few months, about 3. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. And so just noticing that as we're pulling away, that there's no goodbyes. I think that's probably the bulk of people's emotional struggle, is all of a sudden they're feeling they have to say goodbye. So there's this melancholy and this mournful kind of sensation that's coming forward, or something like this. And that's not what's happening. We're evolving. And just like the caterpillar, we need to go into some type of a quiet cave, a space, often when we're doing this. And that doesn't mean that we're going to go into hibernation mode and disappear from the world. It's simply, maybe we aren't going to be talking to our significant other as frequently as we used to, or the opposite, you know. And it doesn't mean that individual is unloved and not even thought, or is not thought of either. It's just that individual is also being activated right now. There's a lot of this. We just got to lay down, and be in the energy, or just walk, just wander, and just be in the energy. And it's a lot of like being in the moment, accepting downloads, and allowing this to move through us. And so it's kind of a solo kind of thing. I'm noticing there's some shared experience. Like I'm noticing that my kiddo and I are kind of sharing some of the stuff, but for the most part, it's been this like just kind of solo with spirit. And with spirit, when I say spirit, that's a plural. Like there is a lot of beings that come through as soon as I go there. I'm sure all of you know what I'm talking about. Like there's a lot more coming through. Sherry says a longing experience of grief. Yeah, exactly. There's this, and I would say that part of the longing, this grief, has also to do with us saying goodbye to what it means to be this and that, what it means to be a partner in a romantic way, what it means to be a mother, what it means to be, what it means to be. And so a lot of these different shedding of these types of things also have that kind of goodbye, that melancholy, kind of mournful grief, like longing sensation. The familiarity is leaving in order to go to the most familiar. We're realizing that most of our experiences that we're having, the reason that the memories are the information that we're learning, the word we're using is we're using the word learning. That we're bringing a new piece of information into your experience. What we're doing is we're recalling, we're remembering, we're reconnecting all of our members into one form. The oneness, the isness that is us, the I am that I am, that you are. And as we do that, it's a memory. So that's why the experience is different. That's why bringing some of these things forward, this new informational code coming forward, is accessed differently, is because we are remembering rather than learning. It's very fascinating. It's just something that um very cool. Aaron says very much solitude. Yeah, just a lot of solo, and solo breaks is kind of what I'm doing. And I'm being solo in crowds. Like I'm doing, like having conversations and going someplace because all of a sudden there's a bunch around. The twin flame is in ourselves, I feel. I like this, Aaron. There's a lot of stuff going on with this twin flame thing that I don't fully understand, and I do know that a twin flame is not something that is not an energy that I've chosen to call in, only because I don't mind taking a couple more years, because there's so much energy with as a twin flame comes in, you're both ascending, and then there's such a strong reflection of self that happens, that it the ascension increases up quickly because there's conflict. Ugh. And you know what? Conflict is not where I hang out. And so when I found that out a couple of years ago, I was like, no, 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 no. I'm set. I'm good. I'm good. I'm all good. I totally Mick Olson. Now and then I miss you. I don't know. It's good. Oh, from coming on live. Well, I'm really glad that you're able to join us. Like, because it's pretty. And then you can always watch the replay too. Claudia says there's been a new influx of beings, and there's definitely a lot more of them coming through, and they will continue to increase for the coming 2024. Definitely a solo experience. Yes, 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 Claudia, you are on point. There is a lot of stuff coming forward. I'm finding myself wanting to shout out the joy in such a pronounced way that I'm interacting with strangers and sharing code with random individuals on the street. I'm saying this because I'm kind of like, wow, I was an introvert, a very committed one as well. I was very committed as an introvert. And then I'm not. Now it's time to share it out. Now it's time to connect. Now it's time to just blow that love, blow that joy out, and show people how fucking kick-ass they are. And that it's okay to say fucking kick-ass. That it's okay to not know what you're doing. It's okay to not be sure. And that it's okay to feel like you're bumbling through it. It's okay. No one knows exactly. Truly, I don't. I don't know half of the stuff that I answer to you guys until I ask the question, I read the question, because it's not me. Like, I'm channeling a lot of what's said. I'm adding in my translation and my two, and sometimes the stuff that they're showing me are my own experiences that I'm being made to recall to share that story. However, it's a partnership message that I do when I go live, when I meet in session, when I do Zoom meetings. This is how I am. I kind of do this naturally. And there's a lot of people who have people in energies who have passed away that are surrounding them. And these individuals has changed from a ghostly white color to a more golden white color. And this divine feminine energy, this with this golden, long golden hair, came forward yesterday. She's white, strong energy. And I don't know what she means, but I do know that she's showing me that all of those energies that have passed have raised in frequency in some way. I don't know what that is. White. They're celebrating. However, I'm being guided not to tell people messages. What I mean by that, not to tell the messages. Let me say it differently. I don't feel that connecting with those who have passed in our beloved circle, I'm being guided that this isn't helping us to reach back to those who have passed at this moment. And I find this very interesting because this is a very significant memorial window of time for my family, which is why I didn't go do the meditation yesterday. My apologies. I was going to do this meditation, though there was some things going on in my family. And so I wasn't able to come. So my apologies for that. I can say that as we let ourselves evolve past the reaching back, we will find out that there's no need also to reach forward, that instead to reach within. And when you reach within, then you are in now. And when you're in now, in this moment, this is where your power thrives. This is where you're powerful. Your confidence and your ability shines through. This is where the divine white light glows out and echoes, reaching all those around, about, and beyond you. We can do this together. And we will. I love you all so much. And I gotta go. I have a show on the sologynetwork.com platform in 1 hour, in a little less than 1 hour. So those of you who would like to join, please come. Please come. And if you don't want to watch it live, you can see it later on when it gets posted up on replay mode. I love you all, and know that you're not alone, that you got this, that we're here together. And I truly hope that we connect further down the road, a Zoom meeting, or festivals or whatever. You got this. I love you.